everyone, and welcome to Vintage Story. This is going to be my very first recording, and I'm just trying this out and seeing if it's something that people might enjoy. Running you through some of the settings and mods that I have installed. First, in my interface accessibility menu, I am colorblind, so I've changed the wireframe colors while you're napping and making clay and such. They're a slightly different color, so if you think that looks good, you could try it on your own. Also, the mods that I have currently installed, I'm not using plains and valleys this time. I will have a player corpse. Prospecting together is a great mod that allows you to prospect and then create these menus that you can share across multiple players. It also makes finding them yourself easier. There's also Stone Quarry, which we'll probably get to at some point later on. And I've also got X skills installed. I'm going to get a new single player game, and because it was just Thanksgiving here in America, I'm calling it a workshop. Customize. A few things that I want to change. First is going to be change my purchase link to most blocks. I like the color accurate this one is not allowing sleeping to most ones. It's just too temptation. I'm thinking of that. All of those the same. I'm going to get rid of class exclusive recipes since this will just be here. We are ready to go. So I'm really excited to be trying this. It's something I've always wanted to do, but haven't really had an opportunity to. And I found that Vintage Story community is slowly growing, and I have an opportunity to jump in before all of the powerhouses have arrived. So let's see where we find ourselves. We have played a little bit of Vintage Story already. Last selection. That's what my guy looks like. Breeches, low accordion, confirm the skin. And I always choose commoner. I've looked through, and there's good stuff and bad stuff, but especially allowing for the crafting outside of classes, I think that's just where I'm going to go. Yeah, it started in rain. Let's go to the top of the stairs. So I mentioned that I was colorblind, and one of the things that you'll find if you are watching me is I have extreme player blindness. I will walk right past something that is even vaguely similar in color to what I'm looking at. Wow, this is really pretty. Looking right over here, this looks like a great place to maybe think about settling down, use some of that water. I'm not seeing any trees. A couple trees over here, but not a lot of trees. Maybe we should travel a little bit and see if we can find some trees. To die in the first 20 seconds. I am not one who uses clay. Mark this. Travel a little bit and see what we can't find. So you guys saw the mod list that I'm working with, and of course I'm fairly new to the Vintage Story community, and so I don't know all the mods that there are. And so if there is a mod that you know that I just need to have, please let me know. Add that to the comments. Let me know what I need to be playing with, what it does, and what it's going to do to improve gameplay for me. So this assault really is missing. Trying this out. I have played up to getting some metal tools. I didn't quite set up a big area of bushes and then was just amazed that they never grew. There was never any berries on them. It was then that I learned it's like fire I was never able to get any berries from them. I couldn't figure out why. Turns out raccoons show up and steal your berries. Had no clue. And so all of that work gone to waste. Let's get up here to the top. So I can see some trees coming up here on the mini map. As you're digging into these trees, only the ones that say branchy leaves have any sticks in them. The other leaves I understand can give you seeds. So we did get a birch seed here a little bit ago. I'll take that with me. Plant that here wherever we settle down. Now, what was that? Oh, it was a chicken. Still a little jumpy. I don't know all the sounds. I'm still learning what I have to be afraid of. And of course, there's always the risk of turning a corner and seeing a bear running straight at you, which just means certain death. That's just what that means. And that'll be okay. Luckily, we haven't gotten anything too exciting in our pack yet. I'm also not seeing any reeds in any of these little ponds. As I'm kind of cruising past them. Is that the blue clay? That's awesome. I'm not sure that you can or can't see them on the map, but I cannot. There's a little more flint. See, it's nice to have chickens here. That might be a ruins over there that we're heading toward. Let's see if there's anything good there. In my personal playthrough, my own world, I moved into a church and just kind of rebuilt the walls. So maybe we might find some buildings we might be able to do that. So I want to invite you guys to jump into the comments at this point. If you are a vintage story player, how long have you been playing? Have you been there since the very beginning, or are you also relatively new? And looking forward, oh great, we got some reads. And looking forward to the new update. Are there any things about it that you are particularly excited for? I guess a knife. Yeah, see, that color is much easier to see. I also saw on a video that if you hold Alt, it frees your mouse and it makes the napping much more manageable because your person isn't moving around. And I'm going to go ahead and take the roots with us as well. I learned that you do not have to have water to make them grow, so we can replant these closer to our house. And they will just continue to produce weeds, rather cattails for us, so that we can continue to have baskets or whatever we need in the future. think I saw in the update videos that I was checking that we're going to be having mounts here in the future. I'm kind of excited for that. The idea of riding around on an animal is pretty exciting. I try not to run a lot in the game, simply because I don't want to find myself hungry and starving. And listening to a harmonica starve to death is the saddest sound in the world. And so I would rather not have to listen to that, if at all possible. Questions I have for anybody watching this is whether or not they prefer videos that cut out all of this sort of busy work, the cutting of the cattails and wandering around, those pieces of it, or do you prefer watching all of it? You want to see everything and just kind of hang out in all of it. I think I personally prefer the being with you moment. Peat, if you don't know, is useful for burning here soon. Pretty much anything I have to dig, I use a pickaxe. I'm not sure that it's actually helpful. I know that some players utilize color coding systems. Again, that just doesn't help me. And I will completely and totally lose that. So I just don't even try. One more, then we have a couple. We've had some horse tails on there. If you are new to the game or haven't been watching it, just checking it out now, this is a temporal rift. They create bad things when you put your head in them. If you see my little gear down on the bottom went spinning wildly, bad stuff happens when that happens. And so I just stay out of that. I have met our good friend Dave, but if I could just avoid him, I'm happy to do that as well. Let's check out this gremlins. My basket real fast. That's a wolf. Uh-oh. Oh no. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Is that a bear? Oh my gosh. What is happening right now? Okay, I'm gonna run to the water. Oh no. I'm gonna run to the water. Try to escape. No! Okay, well, congratulations. I died. How far away are we? Okay, we're a little bit behind. What's that smell? Well, ripperoni. Okay. I did have a little bit of a good start, but I also understand that once a wolf or bear is clearly in an area, they will just continue to spawn there. So unless you want to spend just every minute of every day clearing out the bears and wolves, it's best to just move on. Don't even try to make that a place where you settle. Don't even attempt to make that a place that is your home. Otherwise, you'll just be chasing wolves all day. Maybe get us a couple sticks, a couple flint, make a spear so that we could maybe poke him enough to leave us alone. I know that's not how it works, but a man can hope. Branchy. See yeah, that's that birch leaves that might give you seeds. And these are the branchy leaves that plant sticks in them. Another kind of trick is if you don't want to look, if you kind of just walk into a bush of birchy stuff, these will stop you, and the leaves will not stop you. And so you can kind of quickly figure out, oh, there's some in there, especially if you're walking into like a big pile of them. Maybe even before we make a spear, we might think about making us a knife again, so that we can think about getting some materials to put together a torch. Night will come, and if you aren't ready, it will sneak. Ooh, obsidian stones. I don't know if that's beneficial or not. I haven't made it that far. Is that a thing you can nap? You can. Let's make us an obsidian knife head. With those, it's a little different than flint. You just set down the ones by doing a shift click onto the ground, and then you click it again with another of stone. I'm not sure. I guess I could try it. I'm not sure if you can nap it with a different kind of material. You cannot. Well, let me do that, though. Oh, but you can nap flint with obsidian. That's interesting. Okay. Now, does this use up my obsidian? It does not. Interesting. Okay, so that might be a little bit of a pro tip. If you are having trouble finding enough materials, you can utilize an obsidian or another workable stone to process through flint. Did not know that. Can I grab it? Nah, give it off. Because I don't think basalt is a workable stone. I'm not going to go back to try it. What is that? Is that a fox? Is it a wolf? Let's see. Let's get the white behind who it was. We got enough clay mark. We don't need to mark that one as well. There's some flint. I like these basalt flint stones. My other playthrough, I'm in claystone. It's kind of hard for me to see the difference between claystone and flint claystone. So this is actually really nice. Try to kill him. I'm just terrible. Man, it's bad. It's bad. Causes a lot more damage if you're able to hit something with a thrown spear, but it also means every time you throw it, it causes damage to your spear. When you're swinging, it doesn't cause damage unless you hit, so that's kind of a trade-off there. I'm not sure exactly what the numbers are, but these are sweet. I'll come back to that bony soil. I'm not gonna mess with that right now. We might be looking at our initial home here. These places are nice. There's one of the churches. That wolf is in the area. Great. This is an X skills item. Throughout the world, you'll find books that can give you different skills. Holy Peter, right beside that. Gosh, guys, I said that I wasn't going to live by the wolf, but it looks really nice by the wolf. Right here by the water. drifters didn't spawn for a day or two, but um, I guess I'm gonna have to man up, and they'll be here when they're here. Currently, we have medium rift activity, so we'll probably end up with at least one who wanders our way. All right. Anything in here? Forge vessel. How's that going? Anything else? Great. Let's move into our temporary home. Is that a wolf? I think that's what we call it. Getting kind of hungry. Got some berries I can eat. Let me start thinking about eating. Iron glass. Did I pick up any? I plan on going for about an hour. Um, Again, this is my first video. I'm not sure how much editing I'm gonna do. Um, Again, I'd love to hear from you guys whether or not you really enjoy heavily edited videos that cut out most of the gunk, or do you guys prefer to be here for the whole journey, even the boring parts? Let me know. Let's just go ahead. Oh gosh, that's a lot of space to fill in. These kind of half blocks don't really let you um, fill it in all that well sometimes. Um, yeah, that'll probably be okay. I don't think anything can get through. I think we're probably as safe as we're going to get. Oh, I am going a little backwards. I'm going a little insane. It's a great storage vessel that we can take with us. And a scroll. Spoiler alert for lore points. I am going to be collecting lore and looking at it. I've not completely dove into the lore. Oh my. Jeez, there's a wolf right there somewhere. Let's see what it says. The morning. Gather round. This is a story to get you through the long, cold night when it comes for you. Oh, it's perfect. Like it has this night for us. Do you think we were the first to feel the cold? The first to see the ghost wandering through the night? No. This has been happening since my grandfather's era. Since the time before that. I'll tell you about it when it began. When Bearfirth, the first of us, saw the protector light go dim and realized she was not alone in the forest. This was the time before this one, when the world was dark. There was nothing out there. No light, no trees, no birds, no music. What horror! A great miasma of nothingness. Can you imagine such a place? Through this emptiness a woman crawled, alone, starving, lost. She only knew suffering, only knew pain and grief. But she continued living because she did not know of any other path. One day she dreamt of great storms, trembling earth, turning wheels. Oh, geez. And she woke to a new world, one of vibrance, of light, beautiful light, and beautiful green. Here now were the birds and beasts, the fruit and grains, the winding rivers and the great horn mountains, where before there was nothing, now there was wonder all around. She was the first to walk our world, our home. Thus she came to know joy. But when the sun left the sky and the night fell over the new land, she heard the whispers, the groans, the crunching footsteps of those abominable shades that haunt us all. She then came to know fear, and a dreadful fear it was. She fled into the dirt and the quiet places. Deeper down she went, hounded by the foul voices, until she came upon something hidden and strange. There in the dark she found herself in the presence of a god. Oh, that was wild. What have I done? I have not done nearly enough to make this happen. Okay. Dry grass, cattails, anything like that will make you a torch. I don't know if you can use cattails to make a fire starter, though. I've not tried that. Can you? Can you? Can you? No, it has to be grass. Okay, friends. Shoot. Okay. But the story was so good. Oh, can I just kind of... There we go. Just poke my hand out of the hole. All right, let's see. Let's put our... Make sure I don't light anything on fire. There we go. And then we will ignite that with our fire starter. Alrighty. I've seen in here some of those torch holders. I didn't see this. This game is just absolutely beautiful. No torch holders or anything like that. A little bit of charcoal, which is nice. I think we're gonna move in here. Gosh, but then I think about those wolves and that bear, I think. No, it did have stuff in it. A bee grenade and a survival book. That's good. I need to learn about survival because I might not do that. I'm not, at this point, going to hold my torch in my offhand simply because it does cause you to lose hunger faster. And I would just rather not do that. Grab this. Some good stuff here. Kind of stuck here in a hidey hole until morning. I don't have enough grass to be able to build a bed, and even if I did, I don't know that I want to waste that much hunger. Let's just hoof it, I guess. Try and just go around collecting some grass. I think that's what we're gonna do. Collect a bunch of grass, die, see if any baddies come for us. Some kind of benefit of being, well, I guess I'm not all that close to the water. Ooh. That's interesting. One of the kind of benefits of being this close to the water is that there's a chance if I see a wolf or something that I could maybe beeline it and make it there through the water before he's able to get me. Now, for the people who haven't died to a bunch of wolf attacks yet, they are very good swimmers in 1 block deep water. But you can swim faster than them, I think, when it comes to deeper waters. So once you get about 2 or 3 water, there's an opportunity for you to get in front of them in a way that you can kind of turn around and back a few times. Jump up here. The hunger this early, but I also hate to be out here in the dark. So, shouldn't mess with me unless... Well, do I want to mess with him? I can go up here and mess with him. He's going to run, and I'm going to lose him into the distance. I'm not even going to mess with him. We're not even going to do it. We're not even going to try it. I don't need to waste the resources. I am going to make another spearhead, though. This game is genius in that it will go ahead and automatically switch to your next spear as soon as you throw one. And so you can kind of stock up on a few spears. That was a wolf. Stock up on a few spears. Maybe. Let's go mess around over here by the water so that I can run away if I need to. I have to make sure I don't... Oh, that's going to be a consideration. That I don't jump in with my torch in my hand. That would be unfortunate because it will go out. In one deep water, and I think even swatting in one deep water, or crouching, it won't go out. But as soon as you go into any deeper than that, you're kind of asking for trouble. Get out of here. Is that a tree? Okay, great. Full up on stuff. And again, I don't want to settle here. We'll just go ahead. We'll ditch. There. Oh, I'm not even going to mess with that. We'll go ahead and make us an axe. I like there's like a little bit of check out and see. One thing about trees that, I don't know, I guess it does frustrate me a little bit, that you actually have to dig them all out in order to get the branches or whatever might be in the leaves. I guess I did that. It does make a little bit more of a cost digging things out of trees. But for a long time, I just kind of expected once you dug a tree, everything in it would just come out. And so I couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting sticks. You know, you get 1 or 2 sticks every time I take down a tree, and I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. But it turns out you have to break all of the... do I need that? I don't really need that. I'm just going to sit on the ground. A trader might want it later, but right now I don't need it. I don't want it. I was thinking maybe we can peek around and see if there's any traders around. This is one of those colorblind moments. I need to take a screenshot, put it on Reddit, on help me find this thing. Where did I drop my earring? That whatever that board's called. Yeah, so digging out these leaves is, especially if you want sticks, is kind of important. And I like to just kind of stock up on them. I don't know that I really need as many as I carry at any given time, but I've not found myself thus far without sticks, which has kind of been a benefit to my playing. I'm gonna worry about it here. Jeez, they take forever. It is kind of funny when you have a very large tree that isn't able to get cut down with a single axe, that you chop the bottom log and then the top of the tree disappears. Um, I'm not sure how that plays into the realism of the game, but I definitely have to suspend a little disbelief in order to let that be the case. Right now I'm wandering around, collecting some trees. It's almost 2 in the morning. I'm not sure what time sunrise actually is, but I think it's around 3 o'clock. It starts getting a little light out in my experience. Sun doesn't come up for a little bit after that, but it's about 3 when you start seeing something over the horizon. I'm not sure how that works. I'm in the Midwest of the United States, and the sun does not rise at that time. So I'm not sure if that's a metric thing or how that works. Oh, there's. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this because I want to get these vines. I want to get these vines because if we get these vines, because I've turned off crafting restrictions, that means that we are able to start thinking about crafting a bow. And that would be great. I'm no good with the bow. We need 3 of, so we need 9 vines if we're going to get anywhere. Let's see. Vines are a thing that only spawn. Oh, there's another one. You cannot cause them to grow. You can't cause them to increase in number. You just have to find them. Gosh, of course I said I wasn't going to carry my torch in my offhand, but here I am, full inventory. Oh, my inventory management skills are horrendous. And it does not get much better when I start building chests. I'm unfortunately a little bit of a dumper, so I often find myself in that place. Okay, are we coming into like into a wood here? Is that what's happening? What we got going on up here? That was a chicken. That'd be nice. Oh, there's some more clay. That would be nice. Oh, rooster crows. One thing I did want to check out, and you guys can come with me, is I did click directional audio. And I'm not sure what that's going to do to like the recording or anything, but I'm wearing headphones and it is great. It does an amazing job of helping you to zero in on exactly where sound is coming from. So I would highly recommend that if you are playing with an appropriate sound system. Just see. I want to start thinking about what it looks like to settle here, maybe. Let's think about that. We got this nice forest just to the south of it. What's happening? Ah! Drifter. I guess I could have fought it, but can't surprise me. I'm gonna deal with it. This could be nice. Something right here. I'm thinking right off the water would be really nice. We get that field going on just north of us where we found that ruin and everything. Here to the south, there seems like there's a number of trees, a big forest. One thing I'm not sure what those are. Down into some nice area down there. That's a trader. Okay, that's a trader. At some point, I want to start looking. Ooh, some white currants. That's nice. You know what? I think this is where we're gonna end up. So I can eat these white currants. Lots of white currants. Just Sun's starting to rise, so it's starting to look nice out. Switch that to my hand so I'm not starving to death. A little more flint. Flowering. Yeah, I think this could be nice. There was a little bit of clay right there behind me. Yeah, I think this is. Okay, well, anything interesting down here? Oh, a dead end. Great. Big walnut tree. Was it a walnut or a maple that was one of those new in the last update or so? Because if you have your torch on your inventory, which of course makes really great sense. You know, if you just stick your torch in your pocket, then you can dive into the water and your torch won't go out. That is how real life works. These there we go. Yeah, now we can start thinking about some cool stuff. I think it's like this, and like this is a crude bow. Again, that is only possible because I turned off class-specific. Another wolf. Hopefully he's over there and he'll leave me alone. And being right here on the edge of the forest will be fine, and nobody will bother me, and I'll be a happy man. Let's say that that's what's going to happen, even though I really do know better. Now, where specifically? This could be a nice little spot. Think about it, I'm going to have to flatten some area out. I like the idea of seeing the sunrise over there. That's going to be real nice. Oh, I can plant those cattails that I got along the... Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think this is where we're going to be. I'm going to bring everything down to sea level. Yeah, let's do that. Put that down. Cobblestone, I can go back for some of that. Oh, where's the... Oh, it's all medium fertile soil here. So that's nice. I can kind of go out here to the water to make some farming places. This is going to be super. I'm very excited for this. Alright, what are we doing here? Store that. We'll store that. I'll take that. We're probably gonna... I also like to stock up. On the weeds. Is that what they're called? Gosh. On the cattails. Because I like to have them around my base just in case I need that emergency food store, that emergency stash of food. It's terrible food and does not do hardly anything. You can't use it in recipes. It's garbage, so it is not ideal. And there are better ways to utilize the cattails. So if you can help it, don't. But it's nice knowing that I've got, 45 food just kind of sitting around. Just in case I would find myself in a place where I absolutely need it. Alright. I'm gonna get these all set up here. And there, you don't need to go in the water. They can go one water deep, or they can just go on plain ground, and they are fine to do that. Heal going on over here. There we go. I should have killed that. Maybe at some point we can pick up a bunch of this basalt and form it together into some more cobblestone that would be really nice, I think, to build with. At some point or another, I might go on a little bit of a journey to get enough resources to actually make a house that looks nice. I am not, by any definition, one of those people who actually does wonderful buildings. It will be all I could do not to end up in a dirt hovel for the first 300 episodes. So I believe we're coming pretty close to our time. We've got about 10 more minutes, and I'm going to be signing off. Trying to get us a little bit of a house set up here so we are able to just a footprint of one. So we kind of know where we're going to be, kind of know where we're settled. But yeah, this was just a little bit of an experiment. I don't know if this is something that is worth my time, if people are going to enjoy listening to me ramble for an hour while I play a video game that I really love. If you did like that, like this. And if I see enough people are liking it, enough views are happening, I'm happy to come on and do it again. Some more of that grass. I'm also definitely interested in the possibility of doing some live streaming, if that's something. What's that? Is that a baby bunny? Oh, he's so cute. Definitely interested in doing some live streaming, if that's something people are interested in. Just gonna have to work around some schedules. I, of course, am not a professional YouTuber by any stretch or definition of the word. But I'm happy to extend myself a little bit if this is something people are interested in. Bones is that you can actually use those as handles, and they have, I believe, a little bit more durability than their counterparts using a stick. So if I make an obsidian handle or an obsidian knife with a bone handle, I'm gonna have a pretty nice little knife. Bit more clearing off before we... Well, guys, I'm so glad that you could join us. I hope that this has been an enjoyable experience. It certainly has been for me, because I just get to sit here and play video games. So not a lot of strain on me. Just check out over there. Clear off a bit of this. vines break if you do one farther up from the bottom, unless they're on a wall or something. Um, but if they're hanging like that, I don't want to. I guess I'll sacrifice one. I think I only get one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you are collecting vines and want those to be something that you are keeping, make sure that you break the bottom one of the line as you go up so that you get to keep all of them. You know what? That's what we'll do. Make us a little bit of I need a little bit more than that. A little bit of firewood. I'll pick that back up here in a minute. Pass my dry grass semi-pack. Get out of here. Right click that down. I believe it's 4. 3, 4. And then you have to, that loads the fort, so you can take that out if you want to. Get a couple of those in. Set up my rabbit to start it cooking. Shift click, shift right click with my torch to light it. Sit here beside the campfire. Not that kind. There we go. Alright guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you guys next time if this is something people are interested in. Till then, keep your story vintage.